You can find many picturesque lakes in Louisiana, but one of them stands out above all others. This lake is deep and quiet and beautiful, but its origin tied to the story of a large-scale disaster. It's changed the entire ecosystem. People have survived this disaster in a magical way. It happened because of one person's mistake. To discover the incredible history of Hokkaido, let's go back in time to 45 years ago. 1980 early morning 21/11. Some workers started sea working. They continue to search for oil. A drill bit on an oil rig in the middle of Little Penner Lake. It's an important part of this process. The depth of the lake is about 3 meters. If an adult is at the bottom and raise your hand, his fingers will touch the water. At first everything went well, but then the drill stopped. It looks like it's stuck below. Workers trying to get the drill out, but can't. The engine is overloaded, and people heard some explosions. It comes from below. Now the whole rig starts to lean towards the water. The workers on the rig but saw something terrible. Terrible is happening, should run to the shore. Next came a loud rumbling. Giant drilling rig worth $5 million with a height of 15 stories is stopping sinking into the water, but the depth of the lake, not quite the height of a one-story house. How is it possible? Let's imagine 2 pictures of water coming out of the bath through which drainage hole. Now the same thing is happening with the pianist pool. The drill made a small hole in the wall of a salt mine, where there's a tunnel running through the rock under the lake. And now, millions of liters of water are pouring into these tunnels. Pressure generated 10 times bigger the pressure of the water flow in the fire hydrant. The miners know there's a disaster. While the water flooded the tunnels, they're trying to get out of the mine. 50 users mining vehicles running in water and mud. The elevator can only lift 8 people at a time. It took 7 times to evacuate all the miners. You can imagine. How do the people at the end of the line feel? The Great Flood is behind us. Some 10 people, and there's a slow elevator up ahead. Fortunately, everyone got out. Water replaces the air in the mine and compresses it. First the water spills through all the tunnels, then sprayed out from the ground in the form of water. But the disaster doesn't end there. A large funnel formed in the middle of the lake. The hole is getting bigger. Pull more water inside. The soil around the lake began to crumble and fall into the mine, along with the Earth's 11-bar land. A warship that drilled down an oil rig like a tree. The entire land around the lake disappeared. There's a lot of water in the salt mine, to the point the direction of the nearest river changes. It's not just the lake. That water from the surrounding area also spills into the mine. The hopper is expanding. From the side you can see a large waterfall with a height of 50 meters forming. This is the height of a 16-story building. At this time, this is the highest waterfall in Louisiana. Fortunately, the disaster didn't last. 2 days passed and the mine was completely flooded. The funnel is gone, the water calms down. A few days ago it was a shallow lake. Now there's a new bottom at 60 meters. This incident changed the ecosystem forever. New species of fish and animals appear there. Drilling company paid a $45 million fine to compensate for the damage for all the facilities to be flooded. Of course, the cause of this disaster was investigated. It turns out that the engineer made a mistake in the mapping. That person applied the wrong calculation when selecting drilling coordinates, so drilled into the salt mine. There's another lake. There's also a giant funnel inside. And it's also artificial, but this time they deliberately created it. Welcome to California and Berryesser Lake. There used to be a small farming town. It's called Monticello near the lake. In the last century, they built a dam here. But when the rainy season comes, the water level in the lake rose and overflowed over the dam's edge. The water flooded and covered the roads. You need to make them read higher. To solve the problem, it's not quite logical. But the town's engineers, I thought of a better way. They dug a hole near the lake and covered it with concrete. It looks like a large circular tunnel. Lead into the ground. In the rainy season, the water level rises to the pit, and millions of liters of water poured into it. It's like a giant bathroom drain. All the water spilling into the hole will pass through a horizontal tunnel and pour into the nearest bay. This is an efficient and practical way to. This place is also an attraction for many tourists. The crew also likes to hang out here. When the water level is low, they gather in the bay near where the water flows. This circular tunnel, it's a great place to watch. We're moving to Sao. There we're also going to find a hole. There was no lake this time. This hole is about the size of a basketball court, and it's in the middle of the desert. Scientists, we still don't know what's at the bottom or what created it. But the locals are sure. The hole is a gateway to the underworld, where evil spirits live. Even if you don't believe these things, the giant hole in Yemen still scares you. Sometimes the strange sounds are scary, emanating from the depths of this dark abyss. And there's always a nasty rotten egg smell coming up. It's very dark, it absorbs sunlight. You won't see anything, even with the flashlight down. Everyone was to study this place with the help of a lens, quality management, and drones. But I can't see anything, except for the scary darkness. From a distance, this place looks like a blob of black paint on a canvas of golden sand. Even now, the giant crater in Yemen remains one of the most mysterious places in the world. It's the least studied in the world. But lately, a group of brave people went to the bottom of the hole. They found mountain pearls, solid stalactites, and even waterfalls. Scientists are trying to find out, how does this black hole appear? And how old? Some people think that it's because of construction. When geologists drill for minerals, the drilling process has caused the land surface to subside. And now let's visit another famous hole. It's hidden under a giant mass of water. That's the Mariana Trench. This is the deepest hole in the world. It's in the western Pacific Ocean near the Mariana Islands. It's so deep that it can hold 1.5 mountains of Everest. To dive to the bottom, you need special equipment. Can withstand very large water pressure. It's got to be a tough submersible. With ample oxygen supply, it was expensive, but the trip was worth it. In the Mariana Trench, you can meet these strange, unique creatures that you'll never see on the surface or in other areas of the Pacific. Poisonous crayfish and vi organisms that eat a substance that looks like oil. Here you can meet transparent fish and see the organs, as well as their skeletons. The scary multi-toothed monsters, fish that can swim through. These creatures seem fragile and harmless. But look at you. You're in a submersible made of metal. Of some metals, water pressure can turn a normal car into wafer bread. And these transparent fish, it's like walking in a swimming pool.